Now here's Kim Davis with an HBO documentary about Beyonce.
Spoke publicly about the miscarriage she suffered for the first time and months prior to getting pregnant with her daughter Blue Ivy in a new documentary. The documentary, Life is But a Dream, which will be broadcast on channel HBO on Saturday. Lady Gaga has canceled the rest of her tour dates due to a hip injury. Live Nation Global Touring said in a news release Wednesday that Lady Gaga has a tear in her right hip that will require surgery, followed by a recovery period. That's all for entertainment. Back to you at the desk.
Coming up next, Gianna discusses the Rowan Gay Straight Alliance drag competition.
Thanks, guys. I'm Gianna Gliuzza, and I'm here with a very special guest today. She's from the GSA Club here on campus, and she's also organizing GSA's first ever drag competition. Here's Ashley Lair. Hi, Ashley. So how did the idea for the competition actually come about, and how did you get involved with it?
The members of the club have been begging for a drag show for years, and it's obviously something we want to do as well, and we realized we could finally put it on, and so we collaborated with Raw, and it's finally happening.
What are your duties actually like organizing the event?
I take care of the kings and queens. I make sure they know where they can go for costumes, wigs, things like that, as well as music. And I make sure that the judges and the kings and queens have water and things the night of the show.
What's the hardest part, or what's been the hardest part, and what's been the best part about doing it so far?
The hardest part is really collaborating with Raw. It's absolutely wonderful. And you know, it's great that they're willing to do something like this. Mm-hmm. But it is difficult to try to make sure that we know where they're coming from, they know where we're coming from, and that we know who's in charge of what, really. There was a lot of confusion with the DJ. They had a DJ, we had a DJ.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so that was sort of nerve-wracking. We had to quick figure out who was going to be the DJ, their DJ or our DJ, which he's done things for our float last year, as well as Rocky Horror Picture Show. DJ Trundle, he's great. So that was really the only thing that we've really found issues with, but otherwise everything's been great. You know, the best part is really just watching this whole thing finally come together.
What are you most looking forward to?
Probably just seeing what all the kings and queens are gonna show us. You know, seeing them have their own like day or night in the spotlight. Mm-hmm. That'll be really fun.
What's the audition process going to be like for hopefuls wishing to enter?
They'll come in drag and then show us part of their talent, and that will show us, you know, how well they're prepared for drag and whether or not they're prepared to do a talent.
And what types of judges are you guys looking for?
Mostly just more popular people, popular staff members and things. We're going to ask Dean Jones, obviously, so things like that.
So what are they actually going to have to do in the competition once they get there?
There will be a talent portion, a formal wear portion, and a portion where they answer questions.
And what's the grand prize?
Ra's actually contributing Borough Bucks, so it's a large sum of Borough Bucks that everyone's going to win for the top 3.
And what's like the ultimate goal with the event? Like, what do you guys hope to like spread awareness around campus?
Yeah, we're hoping to spread awareness of the GSA, mm-hmm. as well as drag queens and kings and how they're different from transgenders, and just sort of raise awareness for that.
And as the date gets closer, how are you guys going to promote the show?
We're going to do a lot with flyers. We have a whole PR committee for the drag show that's going to be creating flyers, handing out flyers, and we're also doing word of mouth a lot too, just talking to all of our friends, having them talk to their friends and make sure everyone comes out.
And do you guys plan to make it an annual event, or is it just going to like be like play by ear thing?
We're hoping for annual.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for being here, Ashley. I'm Gianna Gliuzza, sending it back to you guys at the desk.
Are you looking for somewhere to take your special someone? Well, Rob Marshall has the perfect idea for you. What is the Winter Ball?
The Winter Ball, Erica, is a night of dinner, dancing, and music. It's sponsored by the Rowan, the Step Up program. It's a semi-formal event, and the theme of it this year is going to be a black and white masquerade ball.
And Rob, when is the dance?
The dance is going to be this Saturday, February 16th, from 7 to 11 p.m. The cocktail hour is going to be from 7 to 8, and the dinner and dancing are from 8 to 11.
And Rob, can you tell us where the ball is going to be held?
Sure, Erica. The Masquerade Ball will be held on the top floor of the Student Center in the Onion Ballroom.
And what's most important, are there any requirements to attend the ball?
There are some requirements. You have to be a student to come, and you can purchase up to 2 tickets per ID. You are allowed to bring a guest to the balls. They can be from out of the school. The tickets will cost $15 each, but both guests are required to bring in a visual ID.
Okay, well, Rob, thank you for that information.
You're welcome.
If you and your friends are looking for something to do, Rowan After Hours has a big weekend planned. Tonight, you and your Valentine can go for teddy bears and chocolate lollipops. Tomorrow, why not take a ride to the beautiful city of Philadelphia? And Saturday night, the theme is Vegas. Ra takes place in the pit of the Student Center, so come out for a night of fun. Now to Katie for your weekly weather forecast.
Hi there, Rowan University. I'm Katie Bavoso with all your weekly and daily weather updates. Let's get things kicked off by looking at today's gorgeous weather outside. It's very light jacket weather. We're looking at sunny, mostly sunny, with a high of 46 degrees and a low of 34 degrees. It's really exciting because, as you know, we've seen lots of flurries in the last few days, but don't get too comfortable with the warm weather because it's going to be gone before you know it. Let's take a look at our 5-day forecast. All right, starting off Friday, mostly sunny again, a high of 54 degrees with a low of 34 degrees. That's pretty exciting. We're having 2 really nice days to kick off the weekend. But then Saturday comes and it does a complete 180. We're looking at snow flurries and a high of 37 degrees and a low of 23 degrees. So quite a bit colder than we're used to. Sunday, it gets even lower with more snow flurries at 30 degrees and a low of 21 degrees. I didn't call Mother Nature. I didn't ask her to do this all weekend, so I am sorry. Monday, though, I can make it up to you. We're looking at 37 degrees and sunny, beautifully sunny again with a low of 30 degrees. Tuesday, it's going to be rainy with a high of 48 degrees and a low of 30 degrees. So although it won't be the most beautiful weather, it'll be warmer than even on the sunny day on Monday. Let's take a look at our glamour shot, our shot of the Rowan University, and see how the warm weather is affecting the campus. And like I said, it's going to be absolutely gorgeous for the rest of the day. And then tomorrow it's going to be beautiful too. And for the weekend, we're looking at some snow. But personally, I like snow. But if you want to make some snowmen, this is the time to do it coming up.
All right, Katie,
yeah?
Do you have any Valentine's plans?
Do I have any Valentine's
Yes.
plans? I am actually going to keep this as a single day for myself. I'm all on my lonesome, so I'm going out with some friends, and we're just going to have a fun day.
I think I'm going to do the same. I'm going to keep this on a single tone and just have a good time.
Exactly.
Well,
I think that'll be fun.
Oh, well, Katie, thank you for that great weather that we got to look forward to coming.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the sun.
Thank you. Well, that's all we have here for the Rowan Rundown. We hope you have a happy Valentine's Day and a great night.